Hello there, grade 2 students. Today we'll be looking at what does my community look like. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe the land and water features in your community, explain how the physical layout of your community has changed over a period, and you're going to be using questions to collect information about your community. Well, let's go together, boys and girls. I want you to think about your community. Apart from the buildings, what other things make up your community? Yes, Joshua, I heard you. That is right. In your community, you have a river. What was that, Nicole? Oh, your community has a hill. Good. Are there any other things that you can think of that may be in a community? Think about it. Yes, we might have mountains, sea, and ponds. Good job, children. Now, here is a picture of our island, Jamaica. What do you think the brown section of the map is called? Look closely. Yes, it is the land. What about the blue color that surrounds the island? What do you think it is? It is known as the Caribbean Sea. And we know that the Caribbean Sea is water, right? Great thinking, children. So we see that the island has both water and land features. There are different land and water features. Think about it. What do you think are some of the land and water features in our country? Do you remember some of the things that were mentioned before? Let's see. So we said the hill, river, mountain, sea, and pond. Do you know any other? Yes, waterfall and valley. Very good. Now, we are going to be using these words and we're going to be grouping them accordingly. So we're going to see which of them is land, they are part of the land, and which of them has water features. So we have hill, river, mountain, sea, pond, waterfall, and valley. Now look closely. So we're looking at the land features now. Which of those words we're going to put under the land features? Yes, hill, mountain, and valley. Very good. Now let's go over to the water features. We have a river, sea, pond, and one more, waterfall. Very good. Now, let us look closely at this picture. Can you identify the land features? We see it has hills and flat lands. Do you know what we call a large area of that flat land? Think about it. Yes, we call it a plain. Well, not the one that we fly in, but did you know that Kingston is on a plain? Can you identify any water bodies in this area? Yes, there is a river and also the sea. So you see, children, our island is a beautiful place with both land and water features. Here in Jamaica, however, we mostly have mountains, hills, rivers, the streams, plains, and the sea. While in other countries, there are other features. Our island is known worldwide as the land of wood and water. Oh, what a wonderful country we have here. Do you think that your community always look, though, children, like how it looks now? Now, let us look at the pictures and see if you can identify the differences. So look closely at the pictures, and we are seeing a bit of differences in those pictures. Let's see if we can identify them. This is a picture of a beach in Buff Bay. And this is in Portland. And this was many years ago. So the picture on the right shows how the beach looks today. The beach is almost gone and huge rocks are being used to help stop the erosion of the beach. So the fishermen have to find somewhere else to leave their boats. And the members of the community have to find another beach to swim. Can you just imagine? That's a big change for the community members. So boys and girls, I want you to do something for me. I want you to do an interview with your parents and older community members to find out how your community has changed over the years. But first, what are some of the questions that you think you could ask in this interview? Yes, I heard that question. That's a good question. What is the name of the community? Good. Any other? How long have you lived here? Yes, we want to know how long they have been living there so we can know the changes. Good. How has it changed? That's another question. Any more? How did the change happen? That's a wonderful question, Joshua. Has the community improved? Great questions, children. Now, before you do your interview, I am going to share with you Joshua's interview with his neighbor, Mr. Palmer. Good day, Mr. Palmer. What is the name of your community? Hi, Joshua. The name of my community is Buff Bay. How long have you been living here, Mr. Palmer? For over 30 years. That is a long time. So, Mr. Palmer, how has the community changed over time? In many ways. You see, I went to the primary school here and there was a bank across from the school. Now there's a shop. There was a hospital too, but that is now a small health center. I did not know that. The police station has been demolished and a new one is being built. Many of the old buildings are destroyed, but new ones have replaced them. Wow, that is a lot of change. The road is better now and there are more cars on the road than what I would when I was a child. There are some shops and the market is not being used anymore. My mother said she knew about the market and when she was a little girl. The building is still there though. True. Long ago, my father would buy meat at the market. Today, I buy my meat at the supermarket and at a meat shop. One more thing, there was a library where the supermarket is now. Joshua, now that I think about it, this town sure has changed a lot. Thanks so much, Mr. Palmer. That is quite a bit of information. I have a lot to tell Miss at school tomorrow. All right, Joshua, continue to do well in school. Now, boys and girls, how did this community change over the years? Yes, new buildings and businesses. There is no bank across from the school. The roads have improved and there are more cars. The police station is destroyed and they are now building a new one. These are just some of the changes in Joshua's community. I am sure you will find other changes in your community. Now, boys and girls, I am sure that you will agree with me that communities change over time. But what are some of the things that cause those changes? People sell their businesses, yes. Or they may move out of the area. Now also, businesses might be developed. New development is taking place and all of the many changes that might happen will bring about differences. Good, boys and girls. Now, yes, sometimes natural disasters cause communities to change, and this is a very good thought, boys and girls. Now remember your activity. I want you to interview your parents and older community members to find out how your community has changed over the years. So there we have it, children. You are now able to describe the land and water features in your community, explain how the physical layout of your community has changed over a period, and use questions to collect information about your community. Until next week, bye everybody.